Hi everyone, welcome back to Work in Progress, and it's me Nas again. I've got somebody here with me today. Say hi, Yura.
Hello, my Yura.
All right, so we're going back to the original, or more to say, like the first time that we did this show. We're painting stuff that we're currently working on.
Yeah,
And Yura, what are you working on?
I'm working on my Space Marines. Basically, the Space Wolf's equivalent of a mine layer. He's a very Soldier 76 looking type of dude.
Okay. And I'm not painting the same thing. I'm painting something different. I've been working on my custodies.
Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy.
The Emperor's protectors.
Yes. But I'm almost done with them. It's just a slight detailing. Lah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So as per what this show is about, we'll be painting and we'll be talking.
Okay.
And you're no stranger to talking in front of the camera here in Wild Magic.
You could say that. I mean, I've been in some of their shows. You can count like maybe Talking Dragon, some of their games.
And also the other shows that the Wild Magic channel does have. Okay, okay. So does that make you like, you know how they say when somebody can sing, can dance, can act, it's like a triple threat. So is this a like royal flush for you, all the shows?
Not really. I could just say I'm just a regular who just happens to be there when they're like, "Hey, Yura, do you want to talk about something? Hey, Yura, you want to be part of the show? Hey, Yura, you want to play D&D while in front of a camera?"
You just hear a lot.
Yeah, I'm here a lot.
Okay, so
technically,
that's
you can
why.
count me as a regular.
Okay, cool. And if you know, if you guys want to drop by and see him, he's most probably here.
Yeah, during the opening hours and days, Wednesday till Sunday.
Yeah, and Wild Magic is open from 5 till late.
Usually 10.
10?
But there are times where we close even later due to people wanting to play D&D or
paint.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. It's
something
It's a
new.
very different tone, I guess. Episode 3 was incredibly crazy, and I think we just like toned it down a little bit.
Okay, when I watched it, I was like, wow, so many things that catch you off guard. Like,
Did you ever think like, oh, do I have to be like that? Do I have to be like that sort of personality?
I hope not. I hope I can just be a normal dude and just talk about normal stuff.
Okay, so just now, before we started, you were saying that, oh, this is my ritual.
Yes.
So would you mind sharing with me what this ritual of yours is? Does it involve blood and virgin sacrifice?
Not to the extent of murdering, maiming, and getting blood by getting someone. No. Usually, for me, when I start getting painting, I usually set up the stuff I want to use. For example, like the brushes, the paint. For example, like this wet pellet, and other necessities like an extra tissue and a parchment paper.
Okay.
So it acts as like a dry palette.
I see.
Yeah.
So would you say that you're a very organized type of painter?
Occasionally, but usually when I'm hanging out with the other painters, I make a simple setup that's not like this, but simpler in a way that's easy for me to access. So, because I usually have like a container box over there on the side, and I just rummage through
off screen.
But
Which probably looks like a mess.
inside. Usually
Usually
the case. But yeah, and of course, different things happen. For example, I also have a ritual for building.
Okay.
I ready up my cutters, my nippers. I ready the plastic for who I want to cut and open and make together. For example, like
okay, now that sounds real scary. Cut open.
I mean, it's true for plastics, right? Like for example, like this guy, you cut open the limbs and clean them up and put them together, and yeah, you add in the glue and all that effort, like most other people who play this hobby.
All right. Okay. What's your build like? How do you start building? Like let's not even get into painting, but like how do
I start my building of my miniatures? I start my usual process of building is by looking at the manual, preparing my sprues, and then, for example, like this guy, like this one, they have like many module ways of how to build this dude, and Like, so I thought to myself, okay, what do I want my guy to hold? Do I want him to hold like a gun, a knife on the other? Do I want him facing left? Do I want him facing right? Do I need him to have a specific weapon? Like, it all depends on what you're about to use this model for.
So,
And
but between doing like full on 1,000 point skirmishes and kill team, which one do you do?
um, of course, for me, I just started joining this and all that, right? And the first thing that drew me is like I should start small. For those who want to play like the 40k world of Warhammer, you can start playing with Kill Team because that's a simpler version of skirmish. Because skirmish is like large armies, and you won't be able to understand because there's so many things to worry about. There's a lot of blobs of army dudes, a tank. But with Kill Team,
It's
you're
also quite expensive.
Yeah.
Full on skirmish.
yeah. Well, the cheapest one is 500, but that's still a lot of guys on the board. And with Kill Team, you're only focused on like a couple of dudes that you can name and customize it as much as you want. How about you, Nas? I recall you haven't been building more than one army.
I started off with the Ultramarines because those guys were the first ones that were available at the time. I ended up with quite a bunch of them.
A lot of them, right?
Yeah, quite a lot. Now I end up not playing them at all. But they were nice, like started to learn how to play. And next after that, I bought off Dark Imperium.
Yes, and you got the Nurgle boys.
Yes,
the Death Guard.
The Death Guard.
Plague
And
Incarnate.
I immediately fell in love with the way they played.
I see.
And I got some more and some more and some more.
Wow.
And I had 1,000 Suns way
before, and in your backlog.
stuffed in my backlog, stuffed in the closet somewhere.
Never to be found until certain periods of time.
Purely because like they were pretty, and I was like, oh, one day. So I bought a box of Rubric Marines, I bought a box of Terminators, Zangors, thinking one day I will paint these. I never thought like, oh, one day I will play them.
Oh, so back then you were a collector.
I was a collector painter.
More
so lah. But the reason why I didn't paint them for the longest time was because I didn't feel I was ready.
For now, I feel like I can consider you being one of those professional painters.
No, cannot sell already. Not yet. When I do this, I don't think about anything else. My brain
shuts
just
off.
Exactly. It
Shuts
off. It automatically goes like, yes, I just need to do this and put this here and do that. And then, like maybe after an hour or two, I'll be like, sit up and go like,
yeah. And the whole hobby thing of painting is soothing.
It is.
Very calm, soothing. And then I got someone to talk to, like Jihan or like Yunas occasionally. And then we can have these small talks talking about how's your day going? How's
what are
life?
you working on?
Oh, you were doing medical stuff? Yes. Right. Recently you did like CPR thing, right?
Yeah, I went for a 2-day
first aid
AED thing. And after that I was like, okay, so that my brain is like fried. I have to remember all this theory.
Lots of
it's
notes.
quite tiring actually, because you have to learn how to do CPR properly and all this. So even after all that, go back home and it's like, okay, pull up my pants.
Come back to what you love the most.
Yeah,
painting.
And now it's like, after you know how to do like the basics, now it's more like, okay, what else can I do? What else is like, how can I upgrade? What other skills do I need to to explore, so to say?
Well, from your jump from your normal Ultramarines, these guys look perfect.
We're getting there. I like trying out new stuff. And I think we're just constantly a work in progress.
Yeah,
that's what this whole
the whole show is about, right? Work in progress.
Yeah. Anyways, we're nearing the end of our time, and I hope you guys had a
interesting
time with Yura.
Yeah.
This is his first time.
Even though it's like a simple talk about Warhammer and all that, and simple life talks.
So we'll
we'll
see you next week on Work in Progress.
Maybe with another guest, and you'll probably catch me around if you drop by at Wild Magic, as well as Nas and our other friends like Jihan.
Yeah. Guide you. Paloy! Nah. Marah je ku tu sudah tu.